He was a man who always walked a little faster than everyone else. Not because he had somewhere important to go, but because he was always running from something unnamed inside him. People called him charming. Women called him magnetic. He called himself a man who knew how to live. And every time a woman loved him, for a moment, only a moment, he felt whole. So he kept searching for the next one, and the next, and the next, hoping that one of them would finally silence the ache he never dared to face. He never stayed long. He always left before anyone could see behind the confident smile, before anyone could notice the cracks. Over the years, he collected stories. He collected names. He collected hearts he never learned how to hold. People thought he was proud of it, but late at night, when the world went quiet, he felt like a man sitting in a beautiful house built entirely from broken glass. And as the years passed, the excitement he used to feel after each new conquest slowly turned into emptiness. But he didn't stop. He didn't know how. Until one winter afternoon, when he was old and tired, he sat down to write a book about all the women he'd been with. A final boast, a final attempt to feel important, a final chance to believe his life had meaning. Page after page, he wrote their names, their faces, their details. He wrote as if listing victories. But somewhere around the middle of the book, he paused. He suddenly realized he could not remember the last time someone held his hand. Not in passion, but in tenderness. He could not remember the last time someone knew how he liked his tea, or the last time he laughed. The kind of laugh that comes from being fully accepted by another human being. He had all these women in his memories, but no one beside him in the room. For the first time in his life, he felt something he had always avoided. Regret. A sharp, cold truth whispered to him. You collected moments instead of building a life. You counted women instead of letting yourself be loved. You ran from intimacy until you had no one left to run to. He closed the notebook. Suddenly it didn't feel like a trophy anymore. It felt like a confession. He finally understood that true intimacy is not about conquering, but about staying. Not about taking, but about risking vulnerability. Not about numbers, but about depth. And in the final days of his life, the man who once boasted about how many hearts he touched realized a painful truth. He had never let anyone touch his own.